Welcome back, everybody. It's JD, and we're back doing some Forsaken Trail tips and tricks, and we're going to talk about um, diseases, uh, dysentery, and food poisoning, or infection, dysentery, and food poisoning. So, without further ado, I'm gonna kind of tab out here. Hope I can do this, and I'm hoping this works well. There we are. All right. Instead of listening to me yap yap yap, you can kind of screenshot some of this as the video goes through. Um, so you got illness and conditions. Basically, everything takes time. Nothing is instant. Um, and as long as you put the cure in right when you get it, like you get an infection or you get dysentery, if you have that honey on you, you do 1 or 2 doses, you'll probably be all right. If you don't treat it and you go further, say you go a couple hours of game, you go through a POI and march yourself back, and because you left your stuff back in the your base, you're gonna need more, um, especially on and the dysentery is gonna kill you. I bolded this. This is lethal. It will kill you. JaWoodle found out twice because he doesn't read, and it killed him, I think, about 2 days. Um, yeah, so dysentery has to be treated right. I mean, right away. Um, Dysentery comes from liquids that are not labeled safe, not clean, safe, and it can be transferred to food that you prepare. So, um, yeah, dysentery is something you're probably going to get at least once or twice while you play. Okay, you treat immediately honey with honey, herbal tea, or later in the game when you get herbal antibiotics and the actual antibiotics, they'll help you too. You probably need the treatment over 50%, and if it is lethal, you're probably gonna need more than that. But right away, if you do it right away, 1 or 2 doses, that should do you pretty good. Um, Scroll down to food poisoning. Whoops. Okay, this is antiviral. It needs antivirals. Honey's not an antiviral. It's an antibiotic. So honey's not going to help you with this. Um, you need antiviral, and it doesn't cure it. What it does is that it makes your recovery faster. So you're going to go from mild through severe, regardless of whether you take antivirals or not. It's just going to take longer without them and be shorter with them. I got noted in here that about quality 41 food, the chance is significantly reduced. Significantly. That's the biggest. I mean, there's still a chance. I mean, it's still numbers and random numbers and crunching, buffs, debuffs. And you could eat a level 108 and you rolled that 0.0001% and poof, you got food poisoning. But your chances are significantly reduced. Infection from a zombie attack. Boy, I forgot. Left the parenthesis in there. Um, this is lethal too. It needs an antibiotic curative, and it's the same as the dysentery. And that it actually shows you the percentage where dysentery and food poisoning, it just is mild, moderate, and severe. Um, let's see, fatigue. Fatigue needs a curative to speed up recovery. I think it starts at 2 hours. If you take a vitamin, it'll definitely speed that up. The more curative, the more speed up. I wouldn't go too overboard, but and the icon on the bottom that shows how long is not really accurate. It actually is going fast. And then I'm gonna go scroll down here for the reference. Curative power is your fatigue recovery, and it does give a little bit of infection disease prevention. Uh, you know, in vanilla, you pop a vitamin in, go in, and you shouldn't get infected by a zombie bite. You shouldn't. Well, you could, in this game, you can. You just less of a chance. The antibiotic is for dysentery and infections, and the antiviral is for food poisoning. Like I said, there's no insecures. It just speeds up your recovery from food poisoning, speeds up your recovery from fatigue, and I won't say it speeds up your recovery, but it helps you recover so you don't die. So I guess that is a speed up. Go down a little more. A vitamin is strong curative. Yellow tea is both an antiviral and curative, as is red tea. There's actually no difference between the two teas. Herbal tea is all three because it uses a little bit of everything and honey in it. So it has all three. The teas are made in cans and jars. Jars use more resources but are more powerful, and I'll show you that in a minute. Wild herbs have a mild antiviral and curative. Honeycomb is mild antibiotic and curative. Herbal antibiotic pill is both antibiotic and antiviral. Pretty strong one. And the antibiotic pill is antibiotic only, and it's really strong. In fact, that's how I didn't die one time. Is I ran and took that. I had severe. I was out all day, and I was ignoring it. And by the time I got back out, it was severe, and I hadn't shed stuff because I was so overburdened, encumbered and stuff. It was bad. Chrysanthemums are harder to find early on. You'll find them at POIs. They won't be in the wild. POIs, and the trader sells them. Buy them anytime the trader has them. Pick them anytime you see them. The immunity perk. When you create your character, you see all those skills and stuff. And when you get your skill points spent, the immunity perk reduces chance to contract any of this and helps cure it when you do get it. The metabolism helps when you do get something. It could turn a disease roll into a nausea instead. So anytime you got nausea, you probably almost got dysentery or a food poisoning, and your metabolism perk helped you out even if you didn't have any. All right, let's see. I think that's it. Yeah, I forgot to mention this in the other video. I guess that goes in this video. You can skip eating for 3 in-game days-ish before dropping dead. Not drinking will kill you a lot quicker, probably about 2 days. So, is it better to have dysentery or food poisoning and, because you don't have any curatives, you might, I don't know. You might want to go without eating till you can cook some good stuff, or drinking before, but your stats go down. When you're hungry or thirsty, when they're at 0, actually when it goes out over at 50% or less, they start going bad. But you're not going to die for a while, so you got a little bit of time. Okay, let's pop back into the game here. And in this crate here, I have the curatives. And what I wanted to show you is we'll look at the red tea. It has a curative of 10% and an antiviral of 20%. and same with the yellow tea. That's in the can form. If you make the jar form, it's 20. Oh, yeah, 20. Well, that's different. I didn't notice that. So the can or the jar is 20% antiviral and 40% curative, and it's just the opposite on the red tea. Ah, they're same on the can. The red tea, they're different. The red tea is more of a antiviral than the yellow tea. It's more of a curative. So if you're fatigued, yellow tea is what you want. It's got the better curative if you're doing jars. There's also a clean version, which tells you right away that there's a chance you can still get a disease from, dysentery from even drinking a cure. But at the same time, you're giving yourself some preventative. So I think it's pretty low, but they're the same, just safe. These are definitely safe. Your berry booster is equal 25 and 25 and 50-50. Oh, it actually gets better with cure water or safe water. But that's antiviral also. And a curative. Wild herbs are antiviral and curative, very mild though. Let's drop over here, herbal tea. Herbal tea is all three, 46, 40, and 33. And then the herbal tea in the jar is significantly more. And then really a lot more as the clean herbal tea. Then you come down to your honeycomb. Honeycomb it's a curative, but not very much, but it is an antiviral. And they do stack, all these stack. So if you hitting moderate dysentery, I'd take 2 or 3 of those. If you're severe, I might take 4 of them, get myself over 100%. Your herbal antibiotics are 100 and 100, but notice they're not a curative. And then your antibiotic pills are 150 antibiotic only. Now we should talk about how do I get this stuff. Well, nutrients research gets you these pretty quickly. I think 5 books, 4 or 5 books, not more than 10 or 11. I think 5 book gets you up to even be able to do herbal tea. And these are found in the wild. This is in your medicine research. I don't know exactly where it is. I know I think I have 13. Whoops, there I am. I have 13 in it, and I know I do have it, but 13 has not unlocked. Try this again. It has not unlocked vitamins or antibiotics. But we get quite a few other concoctions with that. So that's where you want to do your research and put your when you do your research notes, at least to where you can do. Well, for first, I did mainly just to get first aid, and after that, I was happy. First aid bandages, because they're actually pretty good. For your cooking, I'm pretty sure it's down here in simple nutrients where you get your 2 tea, your red tea and your yellow tea, and that's 5 books. And then you get your herbal books after that. Um, I think that's 5 more. Um, so I'm pretty sure this it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, somewhere in here. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Yeah, that's about right. Um, and that's where you get that. So research cooking or nutrient crafting, um, and that is right. I think I already said that. It's nutrient research right there, and then your medical research is right there. All right. So that's what I know about your diseases and whatnot. Again, remember dysentery is from your water, and you got to treat it with antibiotic. And food poisoning, you're gonna get food poisoning. You're gonna get both of them for the first 3 weeks of your life in this mod. You're gonna get them a lot. So when you're out running around, um, hit up every stump, grab your honey. Um, er, Finding herbs is a pain in the butt, uh, a real pain in the butt, because your gatherer uh, skill is what determines that. Let's see. Let's see, where's the gatherer skill? Somewhere on foraging. Your foraging skill determines that. And so I got 1 whole point into it. And really, that only bumped it up like a little bit. I think 3%, because it's also based on your intuition. So I wouldn't put points in it. It's not worth it. When you go to trader, always buy herbs, always buy chrysanthemums, always buy yellow tea. I mean, yellow tea you can find out there, but always buy it because it's dirt cheap. Definitely always buy that. And if you can afford it and you don't have one, buy at least one antiviral pill for that. Oh crap, I got cooties while I was out. By the time I got back here, it was severe, and I need to pop it. I mean, it's worth, or if you have plenty of honey, you don't have to worry about it. Just pop honey like no tomorrow. But that's what I know about the diseases. I hope this helps you, and I will see you in the next vignette, which I don't know what is, but I'll see you. I already got the building one done. This will probably premiere before the building one, though.